Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kemi and we are about to watch the Game of Thrones Season 3, Episode 1 and 2. If it is your first time watching with me, I'd like to welcome you. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back, my darlings. Thank you so much for your support. Currently, now we have a goal and the goal is set for every tier. It's open for every tier. If we meet our goal for the day in about 3 hours, we will be watching the one or two things, because I've been I've been thinking of going into American Horror Story. Someone just sent me a clip. It was frightening, but I was intrigued, right? Just like a 10-second clip. I don't know what I was seeing. But it just looked scary and intriguing at the same time. That is one thing that if we meet our goal after the Game of Thrones, I want to switch it up a bit. I know we've been doing Game of Thrones back to back to back, but maybe sometimes we can do American Horror Story. Sometimes we can do something else just to keep you guys entertained. So I'll leave it up to you, but if we meet our goal, those options open up, right? Clearly, I am nervous because my throat. What in the world? What was that? What do you mean by brother? Who's your brother? My gosh, he's holding his head. Behind you. Sam, run. Sam, run, 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 run. Run, run. Oh my God.
Charlie, did you send the Raven? That was your job. We know what's out there. Everyone you've ever known will be dead.
Because that was why Snow's direwolf was not going with him when he was busy being seduced by Ygritte. Look at now. Came back to save Sam. If he had gone, the wildlings would have probably chopped him up in pieces, eating the direwolf, and nobody. He went back. He went back to the Night's Watch. You see, everybody has an assignment. Everybody has an assignment. And clearly, it's only the direwolves that keep to the plan. Do you understand? They are the only ones that keep to the plan. Everybody's just doing whatever they want to do. I'm so glad that the men of the Night's Watch got to see this. Do you understand? Because it's after that thing tried to kill Mormont, I'm sure some of them were still on the fence about what was happening. In my mind, I'm just assuming myself that they might have been on the fence. But now they can see it's an army. They can see it's a conglomerate of people, of not people, of Walking Dead. Because what else that is it, like, zombies. And the painful thing again is that I don't like cold. It's so cold. You can imagine how cold it must be. Look at their little tents. So cold. At least in summer, is that meat? They're hanging meat. Of course. What is that? A giant. Where does that one sleep now? Where is his own tent?
They don't stay too long, they're shy. When they stop being shy, they get angry. And when they're angry, I've seen them pound a man.
When I'm free, will I be free to go?
And I'll be free to kill you. Got my fathers to slap them when they're foul. If man's really likes you, you'll live another day.
I can already tell you like him. I can tell she likes him. All these things she's saying is just to scare him.
I smell a crow.
We killed his friend.
He wants to be one of us.
My father told me big men fall just as quick as little one.
Tried to put the swords through my heart. What's your name, boy?
Jon Snow.
What's he doing?
Your Grace.
Stand, boy. We don't kneel for anyone beyond the wall. You're Ned Stark's bastard. The girl likes you.
I said
You
it.
like her backs now. This chicken eater you thought was king is torment giant's bane. He was my brother once.
Lord Commander sent me to the half-hand for seasoning.
Why?
If I'm a traitor, then you are too.
But it's true. He has a point. Although it's not a point we should be making right
Why do you
now.
want to join us, Jon Snow?
I want to be free.
No. I'll ask you one last time.
We stopped at Craster's Keep on the way north. I saw Craster take his own baby boy and leave it in the...
You're telling me you saw one of them?
I told the Lord Commander. He already knew. I want to fight for the side that fights for the living.
What if you took off that bit there?
I want you to take it off.
I don't know who's worse, the girls that work here or the soldiers. Like, seriously.
I didn't hear that.
Lord Tyrion sent me. He said it was a matter of life and death.
It will be your life and your death. Let me see what the scar looks like without the band-aid on.
If I wanted to kill you, do you think I'd let a wooden door stop?
They stay outside.
I'm not afraid of you, little brother.
The man who cut me lost more than his nose.
I should hope so. The rebels came for Joffrey's head. They lost their own. Thanks to father.
Thanks to me.
Thanks to father.
Bit of a come down from Chamber of the Hand. Because I have hundreds of spies in my employ.
What do I want from him? He's my father. Do I need to want something? As any father loves his child, his baby boy. Face split in half. But father never came.
Because you slandered me to father before.
Slander.
You told him I had my guards beat that servant girl at Casterly Rock.
You did have your guards beat her. A girl of 9, I believe.
I was 9 too.
She lost an eye, if I remember correctly.
If I remember correctly, she never stole a necklace again.
True.
And what's this truth you plan on telling him today? You're not half as clever as you think you are.
Still makes me more clever than you.
Exactly.
Tarin Mant and Sir Who's It of Who Cares?
Sir Meryn Trant.
Sir Bronn of the Blackwater.
You're no knight.
Pod,
Sir Bronn of the Blackwater was anointed by the king himself.
who's better at beating little girls than fighting men? Much as I appreciate a walk in the sunshine, your lordship. Now,
You grow bored protecting me?
I grow poor protecting you.
Poor.
I go for.
Under my patronage, you've become a knight. You've served as commander of the City Watch.
Briefly,
You're
Sure, you've filled
resume.
your pockets.
and now my pockets are empty.
Why?
given-
What have you been doing?
But I'm a sellsword. I sell my sword. Knights are worth double.
Don't even know how much I'm paying you now.
That is something else. I can't. I can't. Oh! He survived. Oh! He was burned.
Help me!
But your skin, your body skin is still good. But you're burnt all here. Can you swim?
I was in the battle.
Aye, sir. And serving which king?
Stannis Baratheon.
I thought you were dead. Everyone thought you were dead. He may have swum ashore as you did. I'm so sorry, my friend. I too have lost a son. There is nothing worse in this world.
If I was a good father, he'd still be here.
It's Dragonstone.
This war is not over.
I promised you 30 ships, and you promised me his fleet lies at the bottom of Blackwater Bay. They say he sees no one, not his generals, not even his wife. Only the Red Woman.
What?
They built a great fire when Stannis returned. They say she sang to them as they burned. You're a smuggler. Servants of darkness. You cannot turn Stannis against her.
Maybe not, but I could carve her heart out.
You could try, and you've only just come back to life. Stay alive a little longer.
Please, do this for me.
Just give him a tiny boat and let him go himself, please. You know what I mean? If that's his destiny, because like at this point, I'm not about to beg people that don't want to leave.
There won't be a siege. The mountain can't defend a ruin. I don't think we're going to get one.
Wow, look at his army. Wow. Look at people.
The debt will be repaid, my friend. For the Kingslayer won't remain free for long.
The Lannister.
Sir Jeremy. My father's bannerman.
Okay, Rob has a beard.
Find her a chamber that will serve as a cell of their justice.
Yeah. What is this?
What's your name, friend?
Almost as good as it looked on me.
Am I enjoying it?
I was very happy as Hand of the King.
I sent you here to advise the king, as you always have. Bedding harlots.
Why does everyone assume I want something?
Mr. Pycelle assured me your wounds were not fatal.
I organized the defense of this city.
Yes.
While you held court in the ruins of Harrenhal.
Yes.
I led the foray when the enemies were at the gate.
Yes.
While your grandson, the king, quivered in fear behind the walls.
Yes.
You are a Lannister.
What does that mean?
Do you think I demanded a garland of roses every time I suffered a wound on the battlefield?
That is not the point.
Now,
And you know that
I have
is not the
7
point.
kingdoms to look after.
I want what is mine by right. He gave up his claim to Casterly Rock.
You want Casterly Rock.
It is mine by right.
We'll find you accommodations more suited to your name. And as a
No.
reward for your accomplishments during the Battle of Blackwater Bay.
Is that Casterly Rock? Does that mean he gets...
Time is right, you'll be given a position fit for your talents.
What?
And if you serve faithfully, you will be rewarded with a suitable wife. And I would let myself be consumed by maggots before mocking the family name and making you heir to Casterly Rock.
Wow. Wow.
You who killed your mother to come into the world.
Hey.
So since I cannot prove that you are not mine.
Hey! Wow!
But neither gods nor men will ever compel me to let you turn Casterly Rock into your whorehouse. Go now. Go.
What?
Now, one more thing. The next whore I catch in your bed, I'll hang.
Pause. Please pause. I need a moment to just... I need to calm down. No, seriously. I need to calm down. Because I've always known Tyrion didn't like Tyrion. Like, I've always known that there was no love relationship between them. You could feel the disdain and disgust. But to hear him vocalize it it's kind of different. It hits different for me. It hits different for me. Our pausing time is 31:51 for those watching on their own. It hits different. It hits different because you know how sometimes people can be in bad relationships and they don't really understand the magnitude of how terrible this relationship is. They don't get it. They don't feel it, because the person is still doing what they're supposed to do. As it happens a lot, like in women in bad relationships, they will still be with the same man, still, do everything. Because he's paying the bills, he's putting a roof over your head, he's taking you shopping. So you're ignoring the disrespect, the public disrespect, or the disdain, or the little slaps. It starts out as a little smack, and then it's a full punch. You continue to stay because he hasn't come out to say, I hate you, and while I'm punching you, I'm hoping you will die. He hasn't come out to say that at that moment. So you weather the storm. You weather the storm of the slap. You weather the storm of the insult, the disgust, the disdain, the looking down on me, insulting my body, whatever it is that's going on during that whole warring episode between both of you. Because at the back of your mind, you're saying, at least he hasn't actually said he hates me and he wants me to die. So it's not like Tyrion is like an abused woman, a woman in domestic violence, or a man. You know what I mean? He knows his father doesn't like him. He knows his sister doesn't like him. But none of them have really come out to say, take this, so he can make an excuse and tolerate Cersei, because he's saying, at least Cersei did not take the knife to try to stab me. This person did not take the sword and try to chop me my something. So there is a veil over what he's accepting. There's a veil over the picture that he's seeing. This revelation, this spoken word, this affirmation, this vomit that came out of Tywin is such an eye-opener for him, because now it isn't something he can glaze over. It isn't something he can make risen away. When I say risen, not risen as rise from the dead, risen, like reasoning. It isn't something he can put a veil over. The word has come forth. There's something out of the fullness of the heart, the mouth speaks. The vomit has come out. And for the first time, the Tyrion who I have always seen have a comeback for everything was silent. I need you guys to understand how much this hurts more than anything else. Because Tyrion now has to face the reality. He has to face the reality that he is hated, not disliked. Not, they don't like me because I'm deformed. The multitude of what his father feels for him came out in that speech. Everything, that Tywin vomit, I can only call it vomit, word vomit. He addressed the fact, said, first of all, I will let maggots eat me before, or something. He said something about maggots consuming him before he gave him Casterly Rock. Casterly Rock was originally Jaime's inheritance as the first son, right? As the heir. But he gave himself to the king guard and then he cannot something. So he now said, this thing is not going to the first son. Give it to me. I am also your son. He said, I will give you all this, something that is befitting. I will give you that. I will give you this, whatever. And at the right time, we will find you a wife. If you so. He told him that. He even called him the thing. Hey, do you know what it means to tell someone that they killed their own mother? That their entry into this world. Cersei had implied it the last time. But it didn't silence Tyrion still had a response when Cersei said something nasty like that to him. But this one, the father, you said it with his mouth. That I am keeping you alive because I can't really tell if you are my child. If you are, can you imagine? And for people, like I am my father's child. I can't, I don't know. I can't imagine growing up into an adult because I'm thinking that Tyrion and I are probably the same age in this film. He's a grown, you know what I mean? I can't imagine at this big age of mine, my father waking up and telling me, I do not think you are my It will throw you back to your childhood. You will be, other than you looking at yourself, like, oh, goodness gracious. This man said, I'm not sure you are my child. And the reason I'm not sure is the only reason you still have a claim to anything. Now went back and insulted the whoredoms and the thing that he's doing. Like how Tyrion can just belittle, like how Tywin can just belittle Tyrion because of his choice to be intimate with a woman with women he perceives as lower class. Okay, your son is sleeping with prostitutes. What about the many other good things that Tyrion has done? Where is the grace? And I'm sure this Casterly Rock, it's on the grand scale of things. Yes, it might be a huge inheritance, but there you are. Your grandson is already the king. Your only son that is missing, that you have not yet found, is just somewhere. Like that regurgitation, that just vomit wasn't necessary. He wanted to, when you want to wound somebody in their soul, his father wanted to wound him. His father wanted to erase the victory, the experience, because he knows that Tyrion is on a high. Tyrion is on a high. He's feeling good about the victory, about what he's accomplished. In the Black, he feels good. He said, I'm now some. What he wanted to do, Tywin wanted to do, was make a mess, suppress it into the dust. Wanted to rewrite the heroic thing. Tell him that, do you know how many times I fought war? Did I get a banner? Did I get a something? Oh, I banged myself. See, I bruised myself. I hit my hand against the door. Did I get a banner for every war that I fought? Are you comparing yourself, who has been fencing since you were 3 years old or fighting since you were 4, to someone who is nicknamed Half Man, first time in battle, and held his ground? You compare the little arrow that got you to the elbow to someone slicing my face. Even in the comment section the last time, someone said the book said that they took his nose off. You are faced with a son who survived that, and you want to just make a mess of his memory. Make a mess. Cha. Honestly, if Tyrion had lunged across the table and just sliced his neck, I would have. But he wouldn't do that, because then they would really want to kill him. Because I don't understand. These people have enough power to kill this man. They have enough power to kill Tyrion. If they want to kill him, they can kill him. Why torment him so? Why torment him so? This is torment. It's like the family has found something, or is it because Jamie is the only one so far who has not, who I haven't seen, or maybe in the book says different, but in the series since I've been watching, Jamie's the only one who hasn't really stabbed him or, you know, done anything to humiliate him. You know what I mean? This scene hurts me to my chest. But the way I live my life thinking that I would rather my enemies reveal themselves than they pretend. You know, I would rather they reveal themselves than they pretend. And we might as well just get back into it. I just needed a moment to... I hope this speech gives Tyrion the strength to maybe take O'Shea on her offer, because the last season, I'm not sure if it was the last episode 9 or 10, O'Shea was telling him, I think it was the last one, that 10, I think it was the finale, that she was saying, let's just get away from here. I think he should. He should gather as much money as he can, take his bodyguard, and maybe leave. Go and live a simple life somewhere. You know? I don't know. Just you can't treat people like that. Once upon a time, my friends and I were talking about George Clooney, and how earlier on, about 20 years ago, I said 20 years, that's too far. I maybe 15, because he's been married now, I think, for 10 years to Amal Clooney. But before then, he had one really famous girlfriend. I remember my grandmother and I, we would be talking about him. And I remember my grandmother saying something. I was like, oh, mommy, grandma, George Clooney said he doesn't want to get married. He doesn't want to, you know, he's not interested in marriage. My grandmother was like, it's a lie. He is interested. He just doesn't want to marry this woman that he's with. I was like, Grandma, what do you mean? He said, yes. All men know what they want. When they meet the woman that they want to marry, nothing can stop them. But when they are not sure, or when they don't want you, they will tell you, no, I'm not interested in marriage. I'm not. He dated many women that they thought could change him. He dated this one. One was a model. He dated another one. Another one was this. He dated another one. He was going through them, all in the name of, I will never get married. How old was he when he met Amal Clooney? They hadn't dated for 2 months when he married her. At the age of 50-something, he just had his twins, his first children. All those women who were in relationships with him for 10 years, 15 years, 5 years, where are they now? Their ovaries are probably, they're probably unable to have children. They spend the best of their youth enjoying the yacht, doing whatever. And I never forgot that lesson. My grandma told me, she said, let me tell you, don't ever, if you know what is in your heart, what you desire. If you desire that at 23, you want to be married and the man that you're with is not interested, move. That anybody who wants you knows what they want you, knows. You know the girls that want to be your friends. You know the girls that you don't want to be your friend. No one gets to be an adult and doesn't realize when they've met the love of their life. Even at 16, you can tell. That's why you can see some girls, they're like, no, I'm going with him, mommy, and they run away from home. They might make a blunder or a mistake, but there is the conviction that led them to move out of the house. So that is the same thing with people. I would prefer it if I was dating the George Clooney and he looked me in the eye and said, I don't want to marry you. It is you I don't want to marry. Rather than they are telling you, oh, let's just keep going. I'm not sure marriage is for me. I'm not sure this. Or girls will be telling the boys, they don't come out right and tell the boy, I'm not in love with you. They'll be like, oh, let's see how it goes. I'm not using my life to see how it goes, sir, madam. Because some women use it too. They use it with guys. They use them as a stopgap because they're not really sure. But he's doing this for them. He's doing that for them. And the guy will be going along thinking that love is at the end of the tunnel. No. to thine own self be true. Always be happy when a person tells you and never in your life go back. Never. They are waiting to kill you. I tell you, they're waiting to kill you. Do not ever, if anybody ever opens up their mouth to tell you, I hate you, Kemi, you will never get a chance to say it again. You will never. Don't open yourself up to that stuff. Be happy, rejoice that the vomit came out so that you can plan how you move. Please, let's get back to it. You know, I can preach a whole sermon. Let's get back to, oh, sorry, let me read the comments. Sorry. There's so many comments that have come in. Let me read the comments. Hudson Doodle says, Charles Dance is an amazing actor. Both of them are. I'm guessing that Charles Dance is Tyrion, right? I don't know his real name. And Red Honey says, all of that on top of no family caring how badly injured he was. Poor Tyrion. Yes, I agree. I'm sure if Jamie was here, Jamie would have checked up on him. And you guys, please don't forget my super chat. Honey, we have a goal for 10. Okay, 10 super chats. Ryle says, Charles Dance is such a good actor. Yes, down to earth fellow. Oh my goodness. He is portraying this father. Ooh. And the funny thing is that he isn't a bad father to the other two. He's just a bad father to, I think he's a bad father to all of them. But you see Tyrion's, the way he's not even a father to Tyrion at all. Like with Jamie and Cersei, he's a bad dad. He's a bad father. But to Tyrion, he's a demon. He's not even a father. I can't even call him a father. Like look at what he said. He said that your entry into this world, hey, la 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 la. And clearly, let me even say this. I don't even think he loved his wife. Let's just make that clear. I don't think he loved his wife. Because when a man loves his wife, truly loves his wife, and the wife dies, leaving a son, you take care of the son. You take care because of the love you have for your wife. Look at what he said. He said, I'm not sure that you're mine. So he even suspects infidelity with Cersei and Jamie's, with their mother. That probably she slept with somebody and then you're the creature. He called him a creature. I think I saw creature written there when he was speaking. Who else? Elixirus. In the last season, Tyrion said, surely there are ways to kill me that are less detrimental to the war effort. Tyrion knew Tywin hated him, but Tywin cruelly allowed Tyrion to be Hand of the King. And then he mocked him. He was Hand of the King, and then you tried to make it seem as if he didn't do anything while being Hand of the King. He said, you brought a whore into my bed. It wasn't your bed at the time. I could do whatever I want. And it wasn't like he was bringing in several. It was just O'Shea that was coming into the room. So does that mean he knows about O'Shea? Because he wasn't with several, or when he said that you were bringing several whores, that was a lie. Where did he get that information from? Tyrion should now be aware that the father knows about O'Shea. Because how does he know that O'Shea was a prostitute? How?
It's going to dawn.
Why dawn?
The captain's tired of risking his life, so wait out the winter where it's beautiful and warm.
It's going to Volantis.
Why? That's not how the game works. You're not supposed to just...
Why should I make up a story when I know the truth?
Lovely day for it. Might I speak with Lady Sansa alone for a moment? I saw your mother not long.
You said you'd take me home.
You said King's Landing was... How do I know?
Because I'm a terrible liar.
I'm waiting for word on an assignment that will take me far away from the capital. But you'll need to be ready to leave on a moment's notice.
And you're his...
I help manage his affairs. The day she was born, they rang the bells from sunrise till sunset.
Yes?
Given where we started, it's not easy for girls like us to dig our way out. Watch out for her. Watch out for her with him.
Growing
burning fast.
I can't wait that long.
Some say the Unsullied are the greatest soldiers in the world. Do those people have any better ideas about how to put you on the...
It's too beautiful a day to argue.
Another lovely day in the high seas.
Don't mock them.
You'll have a true Khalasar when you prove yourself strong.
They're throwing up. They're on boats. They can't stand it.
Heard you were dead.
Not yet. Your Grace, you are the rightful king, and there is still a war to fight. I am fighting.
How would you punish the infidels, Sir Devils?
I do not judge people.
I'm not your enemy.
You are my enemy.
Did I set your ships ablaze? I could have saved those men. You would have taken the city, Stennis would now sit upon his rightful throne, and you would stand beside him. Do you hear them screaming? All those burning men in the water, crying for their mothers, for their gods, for help. Don't despair, Sir Devils. Is the purest death.
Destroy us all!
I will pray for you.
Get below!
Oh! Why have we stopped?
It's Lady Margaery, Your Grace.
We should have guards, my lady. Why? Pardon me. Stop, my lady. You'll ruin your dress.
Would you like to speak with her, Your Grace?
We went to fight on the walls when the ships came to Blackwater Bay.
Bad men wanted to come into this city and do terrible things, but your father stopped them. Whenever you look at this night, I want you to remember your father. Protect the weak and uphold the good. Was your father a soldier too?
Your fathers saved the city.
Come to me for whatever you need to feed them clothes directly to me.
Good move.
Yeah. Small council meetings. That's a lovely gown, my lady.
Yes, it suits you perfectly. Luckily for us Tyrells, our blood runs quite warm, doesn't it, Loris?
Yes.
Loris, isn't the Queen's gown magnificent? The fabric, the embroidery, the metalwork, I've never seen anything like it. You might find a bit of armor quite useful once you become Queen, perhaps before. I paid a visit to an orphanage the High Septon told me about.
An open heart is what you'll get in Flea Bottom if you're not careful, my dear.
We had a full complement of guards. It didn't stop them. The king barely escaped with his life.
My mother's always had a penchant for drama.
He's embarrassed.
We can't all have a king's bravery.
We can't all have it. Look at the mockery. She threw it back at...
I'm glad House Tyrell has been able to help in this regard. We've had a blessed harvest, and of course it's our duty to assist the capital in time of need.
Well, I'm sure she knows what she's doing.
You see what she's trying to do? She's trying to make the people happy with her entry into their city and in some way protect Joffrey or reframe him. Do you understand? I don't know if that's possible, but she's playing her part as queen.
They will stand until they drop.
They may suit my needs.
Every day they drill from dawn to dusk until they have mastered their discipline.
Even the bravest men fear death.
It smells of piss.
Swagizi, I say. My master says the Unsullied are not men. My master points out that men don't need nipples.
Busy, let's clinic, after Tago.
To win his shield and kill it before its mother's eyes. You take a babe from its mother's arms. My master would like you to...
How many do you have to sell?
8,000. Many other buyers are interested.
The translator, the person translating, is not giving the full effect of what he's saying so as not to offend He cut off
Once
the
I owned
nipple.
them, those men.
A slave master.
I'll have better lives serving Krasnus and men like him or serving you.
Who's that one in the cloak behind you?
You'll see they're properly fed, sheltered. Closing your eyes will not undo it.
Don't open it. Don't open it. Oh my god. Looks. Oh!
I owe you my life, sir.
The one that saw.
The Lord Commander of Robert Baratheon.
Oh yes. Oh my goodness. He escaped.
I've been searching for you, Daenerys Stormborn.
Dismissed him.
To ask you.
You know when Joffrey became king, he
Barristan
dismissed.
Selmy. God. And I will not fail you again.
Joffrey was like, okay, you served your days, you're this and that. Let's go on. I need someone younger, and replaced him with the one that's always punching Sansa in the stomach. Yes. Oh my goodness, that was a good one. So that child, how unsuspecting. How unsuspecting. I love. Oh, do we need a recap? I think we're doing really good. I like seeing Jon Snow giving that answer to Mance Rayder, bowing down. We started there. I'm excited to see that Sam survived. Clearly, someone said that, gave me as a spoiler, so I'm not going to ask any questions for this episode. Who am I most impressed by this season? Actually, Margaery. Margaery is giving me... I hate Joffrey. I think that he should die. But I like Margaery. And because I like Margaery, I don't know if there is going to be a redeeming quality by her influence. I don't know if Joffrey can be redeemed by the influence of Margaery. That's where I'm going with that. I'm not happy with what happened with Tyrion and his dad. I'm still struggling. I want to see Jaime. I want to know what's happening with that, where he's going, how he's moving. Yes, but seeing how Margaery took care of the orphans and reaffirming their feelings so that they don't grow up feeling... You see, children of soldiers can work up to be soldiers as well, or to be an enemy of the city when they are not treated right. So Margaery, I think, by taking care of the children of the soldiers who died, is showing the villagers, showing everybody that by fighting for King's Landing, you will be rewarded. You will be taking care of your children. It will spur off passion in the hearts of the people to defend them. She probably has heard that Joffrey was attacked, and she put two and two together because she's coming from her own place. I think she calls her place High Garden or something, she said. Probably they've never attacked her. And it seems like they're affluent and they share their wealth with the people. Right? So she's using what she's seen on her side of town, that because we took care of our people will never attack. Like when they're telling her don't walk in the streets, she couldn't understand. We're like, why shouldn't I walk in the streets? What would the people do to me? They can't kill her because why? She provides for her people. In her High Garden place, the servants maybe eat 3 square meals a day. It's not only the rich that are eating 3 square meals a day. So she's trying to say, let's provide for these children. How much would they need? A great harvest is coming from it. We're happy to support your people. If you don't have enough food, God knows why they don't have enough food in King's Landing. Maybe they are giving, because they're always fighting war. They're always giving. I don't know what they are doing with all the wealth. You have so much money, and yet how do they? I don't know. Yet, every time we saw Robert Baratheon, he was chugging down something. His mouth was always being fed. And yet, look at the children looking like... You know what I mean? We will see if Joffrey is redeemable. Yeah, if Margaery does, I still hate him to the end. But let's see how personalities change as the thing progresses. Because look at him. Look at how scared he was. The whole woman you want to marry went into an orphanage. She was probably there for over an hour or something. He didn't come out of there. He didn't come out of his something. Did you see the barricade he put? He was holding his hanky. Stinking. Your city is stinking. Can't you clean it up? Can't you order that it's been cleaned up? You're only as good as your environment. You're only as good as your home. If you come into my house, it's clean from the front door to the back door. And it will only show you that. And that's why I really don't like when you walk around somebody that doesn't use a deodorant. I was watching Instagram the other day. A wife was called into the show and said that her husband doesn't brush his teeth. I was like, grounds for divorce? Because a clean person cannot tolerate a dirty person. So it just shows you that Joffrey in his inner state is filth. Because if he truly was clean and pure, if they were clean and pure, they wouldn't be able to tolerate dirt or poverty amongst their people, because they will make a change. It will be so nauseous to them that they will make a change. That's how I was raised. If you go to someone's house and their toilet is dirty, don't eat there. I'm telling you. Any questions for me, though? Any questions for me? None? Okay, I'm excited to go into the next episode, to be honest. I can see 28 people watching. Can we have like 28 thumbs up, you guys? 28. We need at least 25. Let's all keep it 5 away. The thumbs up. Come on, you guys. Support this channel. Have you shared it on Facebook? Let's go. We're still at 19. Let's get up there. And also, yes, my super chat goal. You guys, if we meet my super chat goal, we will go into the next episode, or we're going to start American Horror Story. It's up to you. I'm going to put up a vote.